Tank here with my third in my short series, or my series of short videos, updating you on the last week. Let's see. During the week where we had our retrieval and our transfer, I had 3 acupuncture treatments. I think one before the retrieval. No, that was like the Friday before the retrieval. Um, and then we had, excuse me, and then we had two the day of the transfer. So right before I had a 20-minute session, and then after, a couple hours after, I had my usual like 45-minute session. And I haven't had any kind of bad symptoms these past 2 weeks. Before I get into any kind of symptoms, though, I do want to say that, initially I had 15 follicles, and the doctor was a bit concerned about overstimulation, so I had my acupuncturist just give me, you know, acupuncture treatments, but without the electrostem. And looking back on it, we went from 10 or 15 to 10 to 8 to 7. And I really kind of wish that I would have let her at least do that last one with the electrostem. Hopefully this, first pair of embryos takes, or at least one of them, and we don't have to do this again for a while. Anyway, she really did know best, and I just wish I would have just let her do that, especially kind of seeing the descent. My RE always says, with new information we adjust, and so I wasn't adjusting there. So he did go ahead and ask me to let her stimulate me, but before the HSG, or the trigger shot, or whatever, yeah, the trigger shot. But scheduling wise, there just wasn't time. So anyway, we didn't get a chance to do that. I have a feeling, I'm saying all of this because I have a feeling we would have had retrieved more eggs, but that's in the past. I am really happy with the two that we have, and my body seems pretty happy. Um, there are two things that I have worked around. Well, the first one is that around 6 o'clock every evening, I get wicked gas. It's not painful, and there may not be okay, sometimes there's been a lot of it, but it just is so rank, so rank. You know, even excusing myself, flapping my skirts, lighting a match before I leave the bathroom, coming back through the hallway, back into the living room, it follows me, and it's just wipes us both out. It's horrible. It's awful. Don't you love hearing about that? So anyway, that's what I've been experiencing. I think that's from the meds. The other thing is that about the same time every night, I would end up going to bed, from 6 o'clock on, or 4 o'clock on, or whatever. I'd end up with really painful heartburn, and normally I would just take an antacid for that, or some Malanta or something like that. But I am reading, um, I like alternative medicine, and I like natural remedies first as a first line of defense. So I was reading Susan Weed, a book by Susan Weed called The Wise Woman Herbal for the Childbearing Year, and it says in there that those antacids really are contraindicated in pregnancy. So I didn't take it, and I tried some of her. She has both preventative techniques or preventative foods and herbs, and treatment remedies, herbs and foods. And I tried the pineapple one, eating pineapple for the enzymes. It didn't work for me, really. I mean, I really gave it a hard try a few times, and it just didn't work, didn't make any difference. So I moved on to milk, because I love dairy anyway, so I would have milk, like a glass of it, and I would follow it up with a handful of raw almonds, and poof, it's gone, and it doesn't come back the whole evening. Isn't that cool? I used to suffer for hours. So anyway, now I don't even have to have the milk usually. I just have the raw almonds at the end of every snack or meal I have in the afternoon. And I've been eating like snack size meals like frequently throughout the day, chewing everything thoroughly, not drinking during my meals. Um, if I had to, there's kind of a little way to do that too, but I haven't needed to. Anyway, um, those are really the only two things I've been suffering for. My breasts have been a bit more sensitive for the past probably 3 weeks. They haven't gotten any more or less. They just have pretty much stayed the same tenderness level. And that's that. Okay. And there my phone goes saying, I don't have enough juice to continue this video. Poor baby.